properly. And lastly, don't forget to place your order of this criminal to ensure that you also get these packaging materials at your doorstep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the current situation in Nanyuki today as we are speaking, and the residents of the area have decided to come out and protest demanding justice for Julian Njoki, a 24-year-old lady who was killed in police custody. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another interesting video where today we will be covering and trying to see what is the current situation in Nanyuki as the day continues, what is happening, what the people there are doing, because today has been a day which many people have been waiting, because the residents gave the government an ultimatum, telling them that if Tuesday reaches without the government doing anything that can be seen as justice for Njuri Njoki, then they are going to come out to the street and protest and demand that justice be served. So, even before we get to that particular story, I have some, let me say, some breaking news that I would like to share with you. You know, the one for Njuri Njoki is a developing story. We are going to see how Nanyuki is during the day. Today is still at the morning, so during midday, during the evening, like it's a developing story. But there are some things which have just come up that I must share with you, and I have about two updates that I'd like you to get before we get to our top story. So the breaking news, the first one is a very unfortunate update. Reports have emerged that KK, Zakaria Kariuki, aka Mr. KK, the young energetic comedian who used to mimic and imitate the former Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, has been announced dead, and this was after a short illness. He died while receiving medical attention at Kiambu Level 5 Hospital. I don't think there is anybody who follows Rigathi Gachagua who has not seen the videos of this young man. Unfortunately, yesterday, he took his last breath, and it is so sad when young people die. So, the news have been shared by different people, but the one who broke the news was his friend and his fellow comedian, namely Kafengo. I know you have also heard of him. So he went ahead and wrote on his Facebook page, posting the picture of Mr. KK, and then noting down, "We are heartbroken to announce the sudden demise of Zakaria Kariuki, aka Mr. KK mwenyewe. He passed away yesterday evening while undergoing medical attention at Kiambu Level 5 Hospital. During this sad moment, we ask for support and prayers to the family and friends. May God give us strength at these difficult times. May his soul rest in peace. R.I.P. KK." So, not much about his illness has been revealed, and I think it is better if it is kept that way. All that we know is that it was a short illness. He was rushed to the hospital yesterday, and unfortunately, he took his last breath. So it's very unfortunate. It's very sad to all his family members, his friends, his followers, and Kenyans at large. May we all find a peace as we try to come into acceptance of this unfortunate thing that has happened. May Mr. KK's soul rest in eternal peace. So my prayer and what I think is the fact that Mr. KK really went all in to show a comic side of the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. I think Rigathi Gachagua should do something. This was a young, promising comedian, young Gen Z. I think the Rigathi Gachagua should do something about him, considering there was a time when Rigathi Gachagua, okay, there was this guy, Mr. KK mwenyewe, and then there was a certain lady who gave Rigathi Gachagua the name Riggy. So Rigathi Gachagua went ahead and rewarded the young girl, and a lot of Kenyans were saying that also the young man should be rewarded because he has been really making a certain image and perception of Rigathi Gachagua that most Kenyans were finding funny and were welcoming it. And I don't. Rigathi Gachagua said he was going to look for the young man, but I don't think he did. The young man said he never met Rigathi Gachagua. He never got anything out of it. But I think the boy child is really suffering. I think Rigathi Gachagua should do something, and it is so unfortunate that if something is done, it will be too late because Mr. KK mwenyewe is already gone. So may he rest easy, may he rest in peace, and it's quite unfortunate. So that's the first breaking news that I wanted you to understand. If you had known about it, maybe now you know better. If you didn't know, that's what has happened. The second thing that I would like to inform you is that the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua has made some statements while in Seattle, that is USA, and what he has said, in some way, it has been received with mixed reactions. Some Gen Zs have accepted it and saying that it makes sense, while some have highly rejected his advice and started calling him a traitor. So the former deputy president, who also doubles as the DCP party leader, Rigathi Gachagua, has asked Gen Zs, saying this, and I quote, "I ask the Gen Zs to now stop the protest. You have made your point. Don't mistake it to be cowardice. It's just been strategic. A good soldier must live to fight another day," Rigathi Gachagua spoke. So basically what Rigathi Gachagua is saying that Gen Z should now stop demonstrating, and they have already made their point. Now what they should do is take their votes and wait for 2027 so that they can project their anger of President William Samoei Ruto by voting him out of power. He has advised that this is being strategic, and a good soldier must live to fight another day. This is also considering that almost in all the protests that has been happening, we have seen several tens of Gen Zs being finished, and it is also quite unfortunate. So what do you think about Rigathi Gachagua's comments? Should the Gen Zs heed what he is saying, or should they continue doing what they want to do? So those are the two things that I wanted you to know even before we continue with our update. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to Duffy Updates. This is your number one and only channel where we bring to you latest political news. We try our best to bring you unique, well detailed, well explained, and we just hope that you are going to be updated to the best way possible. If this is your first time watching a video from this channel, kindly feel welcomed. This is home. You can join us by subscribing to this channel. Kindly give this video a thumbs up, and lastly, make sure you click the notification icon on to guarantee yourself the next time when you upload a new video, YouTube will automatically recommend it to you. And now that that is done, let us get to the top story of the day. It's about Nanyuki. It's about the residents of Nanyuki who are demanding justice for Njuri Njoki, a young 24-year-old lady who was finished under police custody. She was arrested on Sabasaba evening because of participating in the Sabasaba protest. She was taken to the cells. The following morning, he was taken to Nanyuki Law Court, where the court released her on a 50,000 bond, but unfortunately, her family could not afford that amount at the moment, so they had to gather up. But during the meantime, she was to be taken back to the police station, back to the cell, then transferred to the Nanyuki GK prison as she awaited for her family to get the bond and then come release her. During the night, one officer is believed to have uh, things are believed to have gone south, and Julian Joki really pleaded with the police to take her to the hospital, but they delayed. They were reluctant, and it is believed if everything happened on time, maybe they rushed her to the hospital, she could still be here. So the people from Nanyuki are very angry, and they gave the government an ultimatum to do justice for her. The police officer who did her bad, people want him to be arrested, charged, prosecuted, because he is known, namely by the name DCIOT. So people want to see something being done, and they had given the government until Tuesday, that is today. But by the fact that people are on the streets as we are speaking, that means that nothing has been done. For you to understand what people are saying, I would like you to watch these several videos which show the current situation in Nanyuki, so that we can be on the same page. So kindly, ladies and gentlemen, watch this video, and then I'm going to let you watch another one. But first of all, watch this first video which shows how police officers have been poured into the streets of Nanyuki just to try and make sure that people maybe don't protest, because nowadays protesting seems like a crime. Hey, watch this one. That there is just the first video, but I also have another video, the one that you have watched, that is of police officers walking on the streets armed, with batons, ready to deal with protesters who come out to demonstrate. But I also have this video which shows the amount of security forces who have been deployed to this Nanyuki area. Many vehicles are all full of police officers. Hebu watch this one.
Safari ya Ruto tunataka kuiona, tunataka kuwaona vizuri. Hatubahadishagi sisi. Afisa hakuna kubahatisha leo. Hii ni ya kwetu, hii ndio inakujia pesa huku. Afisa leo usicheke. Akinyasi hadi na mekera uniform mani. Atewe. Nina kaga hivyo. Kamera. Smile for the camera. Smile for the.
So that's the second video. It shows police officers in vehicles, not one, not two, not three vehicles, in a lot of vehicles, all being taken to different locations around Nanyuki town, just to make sure that they prevent Kenyans from practicing their constitutional law of protesting. It's so unfortunate. But also, there's also this other video which shows now people on the streets demonstrating, and even the residents there are shocked because they were not expecting this amount of people to come out. Kindly watch this video. Thank you for watching all those 3 videos. Those videos were recorded today. They are clear clear indication of the situation in Nanyuki. And according to Cornelius K. Lono, Nanyuki has erupted. There is a mother of all protest over the killing of Julia Njoki by the police. So this case has really angered a lot of Kenyans, even on different towns, different locations, different counties, because Julia Njoki had committed no mistake. But also there is something about her case that is angering a lot of Kenyans. It is said that her father is a chief in their area, and the family is afraid of talking because they are afraid, if we talk, what's going to happen to our father who works as a public servant, as a chief? So, courtesy of Nyandia Gachagua, ACIM, Julia Njoki was not just anyone. She was the daughter of Chief Martin Kariuki Rienye. I want you to listen to this very well. She was the daughter of Chief Martin Kariuki. Chief, that is a public servant working for the government. She died after being beaten to death while in police custody in Nanyuki. And now her own father, a chief, a servant of the state, has been gagged from speaking to the media. He can't mourn publicly. He can't demand justice because the government he serves is the same one that took his daughter. Can you imagine that? Very sad. Nyandia asks, how many more? Where is the accountability? Where is the outrage? We demand answers. We demand justice. I want you to let this sink. Julia Njoki was a daughter to a chief, a public servant working for the state. But also, in the same place in Nanyuki, there was also another incident of a young boy, namely James. Yeah, it's still in Nanyuki. So yeah, the young guy called James, there was this young boy who was shot, also in Nanyuki. It is believed, I don't know, he was a Form 3 student, something like that. And yeah, James, a Form 3 student, alipigwa risasi by the police in Nanyuki during the Sabasaba protest. But also about his case, I want you to listen to this very well. His father is a DCI officer in Meru. Let that sink. The system is now killing its own. Can you imagine? You are a DCI officer working for the state, abducting other. Okay, I'm not saying that this is what his father was doing, but can you imagine you are a DCI officer, then you hear that the government you are working for has finished your boy at home. You have been deployed to Meru, then you are hearing that in Nanyuki, your boy has been finished. You are a chief, then you get information that the government you are working for has finished your young daughter. This Form 3 student, this is still not an adult. So why even children? These two cases are very unfortunate because this is a child, Julia Njoki is a lady. We are not saying that men are now the people who should be shot and finished, but it's very unfortunate that we have reached to a level where even ladies, our girls are being finished, our children are being finished. It's very unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll try to bring more updates, so kindly make sure to follow me, make sure to join our YouTube channel by subscribing, by liking this video, and clicking the notification icon on. And we say RIP to Mr. KK mwenyewe. I know this video has been quite a wholesome one, but also a very sad video, and that's just how it is. That's the Kenya we live in. So thank you for watching. I'll meet you in the next one. Kindly before you leave, subscribe and have a good day.